Hey y'all, it's your girl Cece, and I love y'all so much. Welcome back. We're going to get into an all signs reading, okay? So it doesn't matter what sign you are. If you come across this reading, it will resonate with you. We're going to get into your future children, okay? In light of my pregnancy, we're going to get into your future kids, all about them, who you're going to have them with. This is going to be a reading for those of you guys that want to know about this, not for anybody that is like, oh, I'm not trying to have no more kids, or I can't have no kids, and all of that. This is not that type of reading, y'all. For those of you guys that are hoping for this should resonate, okay? Also, for those of you guys that subscribe and comment below, I'm doing free mini readings for those of you guys that are new subscribers and commenting. So make sure that you comment below, make sure that you support, okay? So first of all, I'm getting the number 3 months, 3 weeks, 3 years. So for some of y'all, if you have been planning on getting pregnant, that is your time frame. Okay, I see like there's a little bit of a delay. For those of you guys that are trying to sync up your cycle correctly, make sure that you go to a doctor, is what I'm hearing. Specifically, go to a specialist or a doctor that you can, tell them when you last had your cycle, all of that, because they're going to be the key in unlocking the exact time frame. Okay, sometimes when we try to do it ourselves, we're a little off. Okay, so just make sure that you talk to a doctor about that if you really are trying. Okay. Also, I heard for some of y'all, not for everyone, please, not for everyone. There will be medication involved. Okay, so drugs, fertility drugs, or something that's going to help you conceive. Okay, so some of you guys may already know that. Some of you guys maybe you're already doing IVF. That's going to be successful. Okay, it may take 3 tries. So that's what I'm getting for some of y'all. I'm getting a water sign child. Okay, could be a woman, could be a man, okay, or a girl, a boy. So first of all, let's see what's the energy here for them to have children right now. Okay, what's the energy for those that are watching that want children? What's the energy here? Some of you guys already have a son, okay, and you're working on a daughter. Okay, we have fun. So they're saying take the pressure off of it. Take the pressure off of it. If you've been stressed about, who you're going to have a child with, and is this partner the right person to have a child with? Or, when is it going to happen for me? I think I found the right person, but when is it going to happen? They're saying take the seriousness out of it, okay? Having a child and conceiving a child can be very easy when you take all those internal thoughts out of it, okay? And they're saying like be light, okay? Be very light about it, okay? Sunflowers. So they're saying you're not putting enough heart, okay, into what you're doing. So in other words, it's not to condemn you. It's not to say you're doing anything wrong, but instead of worried about the details or the intricacies of how it's going to happen, they're saying make it fun, make it something that you don't even think about. I know you guys are trying to prioritize it, but they're saying it's going to happen when it happens. I know you've heard that several times before, and Cece's going to tell you once more that it's going to happen, how it's going to happen. Your child is supposed to be divinely guided here. Okay, so a lot of you guys that are trying to conceive, like I said, it's not going to happen when you probably are choosing it. Okay, I feel like this is going to happen when it's supposed to happen. And it's going to be when both parties are on board. So if you are struggling and there is like a disagreement in your household about when it's going to happen, or if they want the child right now, it's not going to happen until both parties are fully involved. Okay, I do see there needs to be diligence on both sides. Okay, so also being out in the sun may help you. Okay, something about that, the hormones, things that you can get from the sun, is going to be very attractive. Okay, very attractive for your partner to see in you, and also is going to attract that life form to you. Okay, so I'm seeing somebody wants to name their child Cancer. Okay, something like that. I keep getting the name Cancer. Okay, maybe you're going to have a Cancer, but I feel like somebody wants to name their child Cancer. They want to name it's something with a CAN, y'all. Something like that. Okay, so let's see all about their future children. Okay, what is this child going to be like once they conceive? What is this child going to be like? Okay, 9 of Wands. Okay, the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, some of you guys are looking at possibly, like I said, it's going to be your next cycle. Okay, be aware that you have some timing, some fertility that's coming up in your next cycle. So if you're currently on your cycle, I know this is a lot of womansplaining. If you're currently on your cycle, it's not this cycle, it's the next one. Okay, some of you guys may need to do a detox, is what I heard as well. okay? Get something out of that gut, or get something, there's something restricting for some of y'all, okay? Go to a doctor. Don't just go off of a reading. One more. How is their future child going to be? The sun, okay? The sun. All right, so let's see. All right, so first of all, again, I'm getting water energy. I'm also getting Leo energy, fire energy, y'all. So you guys are looking at a fire child, a water sign child. It could be either or. This child is probably going to be on the shorter side, okay? Even if both of you and your partner are tall, I'm seeing a shorter child, okay? Shorter, maybe. Short is going to be, you know, different for everyone, okay? Subjective. But their personality is going to be very stubborn, okay? This child is going to defy a little bit of authority. I don't know why I'm getting that, but I am. This is going to be a child that has a mind of their own. So everybody wants an independent thinker until you get one, and then you're like, damn, I just said we wasn't having McDonald's. I didn't say that you had to blow this up. Like, this is that type of child. Aquarius energy, I kind of get too. Like, this is a child that is going to speak their mind all the time. This is going to be a talker, okay? This is the type of child that you're going to get notes sent home, okay, from school, and the teacher then told them, if you talk one more time, I'm going to put your ass in the back of the class, and they said, bet. That's the type of child that I'm getting, okay? This could even be describing the child that you already have, but I'm getting this as future, okay? This child is someone that you're going to have to explain to them why a rule is in place. So you can't just tell them, oh, we're not stopping at McDonald's today. Okay, that's not going to work for them. They're the type of child that's going to be like, why? You don't have enough money? Bruh, like, that's the type of, I really hope this isn't how my child's going to be, because I see a lot of whoopings in their future, okay? I see a lot of whoopings. But no, I'm just joking. I feel like this child is going to defy everything that you thought about yourself. So I know a lot of these readers, when they do children readings, they talk about the sunshine, and oh my God, you're going to have such a lovely experience. I see a lovely experience, but I see wisdom that comes with this. So I see an experience with this child that is going to teach you just as much as it's going to teach them. This child is going to make sure that you stand in your control and your power, or at least that's the advice I'm getting. For some of y'all that may struggle with standing up, not just for yourself, but standing up or standing on what you say, this child is going to trigger that. Okay, so you have to be very direct with this child. They also like a lot of fun. So they could be a Gemini child as well. I'm getting Aquarius, Gemini, Leo, Sagittarius for sure. I mean, a little bit of Earth, but I really feel Cancer as well. So this is someone that this child's personality is going to also draw others to them. Okay, in good ways and in bad. It's going to draw people's like idealism. Okay, you're gonna meet people that are gonna come across your child, and they're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I wish my child was that outspoken, or I wish my child was that playful. I wish my child and I had that type of bond. Okay, because the type of bond that I'm getting from y'all is like almost friendship. Okay, but you still got to be the parent. So it's something like that. Like, you still got to be the parent. You still got to tell them what's up, but y'all gonna be playing by the end of the day. Like, y'all gonna be joking back and forth. I see a kid that can go back and forth with you. I definitely see that. If your parents are still alive and thriving, I see a strong relationship with the grandparents. Okay, so the child and the grandparents, I see a very strong bond. Grandma, grandpa, very strong bond. And mainly because this grandparent is probably gonna try to help them out of trouble a lot. And it's because I feel like what needs to be cherished out of that connection is that you have a child that thinks on their own. Okay, you have a child that isn't like normal children. Some of you guys, I don't see autism or anything like that. And again, I'm not a professional, medical professional, but I do see a child that it may be a little bit hard for them to recognize social cues, like when it's appropriate to say something versus when it's not. So I think the grandparents are going to really love that type of connection with your child, because they're going to laugh and be like, well, this is what you get. Okay, this is, you talked like this when you were a child. Now you got that tenfold. It's kind of like that. I see a very talkative child. That's why I can't shut the hell up. Okay, this is a very talkative child. This is a child that is going to drain your pockets a little bit as well. Okay, and it's not because they're shopaholics in any way. If kids could even be shopaholics, this is more like a child that I think you're going to want to reward them. Okay, so you may have some type of relationship with them that's like a reward system where, okay, you did good in school, oh, you got a good grade on this test, this quiz. Okay, Friday is gonna be your day. Every Friday, we're gonna go to the store and get you a toy or get you this. This child is going to want that. Okay, they need some type of structure like that in their life. So your future child or children, I see one, okay? I see one in the future. You may have several after, but I do see one in particular that is going to pull on your heartstrings a little bit more than the others. This is the child that I'm talking about. This child may like orange a lot. They may also like green, and they like purple. Okay, so whether it's a boy or a girl, this child is going to have different, they're going to have similarities to you, but I really feel like what y'all are going to bond most over is differences. This child is, again, very smart. Very smart. Very, very smart. This child also is going to see things that you don't want them to see. So if there's any problems at home, financial difficulty, in any way, this is a child that is going to speak up and speak on it. Be like, oh, so we don't have the money today. Did you get paid today? I'm seeing that. Okay. And like, I'm seeing that. This child is going to tempt you in a lot of different ways. And I think it's more so around control. Like, because a child is so smart, sometimes it's hard to control that intelligence a little bit or rein it in. So that's what I'm getting. Their future children. Okay. So show me more about this child. Is there any specific things that they need to know about this child? Ooh. Okay, we have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Six of Swords. They're very imaginative. The Five of Pentacles. They need stability. This is a child that needs stability more than anything else. Okay, I don't even think it's about money. Okay, King of Swords. You're going to have to be the disciplinarian. You or your partner, okay? If this is a heterosexual relationship that you have going on, the man is probably going to be the disciplinarian one. You're probably going to be the one that allows them to get their way just a little bit, but it's important for both of y'all to have a united front. So that's what's really important about your relationship, is that discipline is going to be needed. Now, I'm not saying whoop their ass. I'm saying that their gentle parenting is not going to work. Or you're going to have to find another version of gentle parenting. This means, okay, communication needs to be strong between you and the child. You guys need to have a united front between you and the partner with the child. There needs to be open communication with you and the child. This is not one of those relationships where back in the day, you know how mom and dad used to say, stay in a child's place. This ain't your business, stay in a child's place. That's not going to roll with this child. Okay, as much as you want to, discipline is going to be really needed, but it's also going to have to revolve around understanding. Okay, genuine understanding. Okay, not to like, you don't want to make this child feel like they have to conform to something else, because they're naturally the magician. So this child is going to be very outspoken. Like I said, they're going to draw people towards them in the right ways. They're going to draw people to, maybe they're going to be even attractive as well. So very attractive children, photogenic children. They are the type of child, just had a vision. This child is going to put on every fucking piece of clothing they got in the closet and act like they're a model. Okay, I'm seeing a toddler walk around like, look, mama, I got this on. Okay, ain't this what you wore to your prom? Okay, like you're going to find them in your closet. Like, that's what I'm getting. So you don't want them to be emotionally stunted. You don't want them to shy away from this type of characteristic. You want to champion it, but you also want to make sure that they don't get too confused. Okay, they have to have some type of structure. Okay, so this is a child that I'm getting that very strong Gemini. Very strong Gemini, maybe Pisces too. Y'all, that's what's going to be special about them. They need structure. They're very focused on their future too. So when they get older, again, I don't see this happening in toddler stages, but they may have a tendency of speaking on what they know, and it may surprise you. So I do feel like this is going to be a child that is going to trigger conditioning in you. Okay, so again, if you grew up with a generation where your family was like, stay in a child's place, or because I said so type of thing, it's not going to work out with them. You may be able to tell them that, but you're going to be going back on it, because this child needs to understand why. Okay, this child is not going to be someone that you can tell them to get the hell out, or not explain anything and all of that and think that it's going to be beneficial. Okay, it's going to stunt their growth. So this child needs special attention. They need special attention. They need communication. Okay, loving communication. This child is also going to be very touchy-feely at times. Okay, so there's going to be times where they don't want to be bothered, And then there's going to be times where this child wants to be held on to, they want to be held. They may want to be in your bed a little bit more. Usually if this happens with this child, it's because they're going through something. Okay. And again, like I said, they're very imaginative, very much in their mind. Okay. Very strong throat chakra, but third eye chakra is strong too. Because they're so imaginative, when something is bothering them, they may not even express it right away. They may hold on to this and it may show up in different ways. So this is a child that's going to need communication. Like I said, they're going to need that tender side of you as well. They also are going to need sports and extracurricular things. This child, it's a lot of information I'm getting off of this. I'm surprised because I don't do children readings. I don't really love doing children readings, especially when you're pulling on spirit babies. I don't do that. But I will say that this child, they need extracurricular things because again, their mind is going. They keep talking. I'm talking real fast. So I'm channeling them, and they have to have something going on. They're the type of child that's gonna have you running from, okay, you got soccer Saturday, you got piano on Sunday, you got this on Monday, you got cheerleading on the whatever, dance on. This is that type of child. They're going to be good at more than one thing. Okay, so that's another thing. They're going to be really good at more than one thing. They're going to be really good at speaking their mind. When they hit teenage years, they're probably going to be on the debate team, or they're probably going to be a treasurer, the type of treasurer, how we do in school or whatever. They could be into that, being class president in middle school, but I see them taking charge a lot. Okay, this child is also going to be, like I said, someone that leads a little bit because they don't have no other choice because they're smart. Okay, this is like a little Sheldon. Okay, they don't have no choice but to lead you because what you said was stupid. That's the type of child that I'm getting. They're going to attract so many people, so many friends. Okay, people are going to love being around this child. So be aware. You're going to have to teach this child boundaries when it comes to who you allow in your life, who you tell your business to, all of that. It's very important that you teach this child that. Okay, teach them style. Okay, they love creative things. They're going to love painting. Again, they have to have something going on. So that's what I'm getting about this child. Now, the person that you're going to have this child with, you have a choice between two people in your lifetime of who you're going to have this child with. Okay, it's going to be the same either way. Could be a Virgo, could be someone that you're dealing with now if you're trying right now. Okay, but I'm seeing a choice, or in the next 2 years, I'm seeing a choice. So who is the partner that they're destined to have this child with? Okay, who is the partner? Yeah, we got options. 4 cups. Who's the partner? Who's the partner? Y'all don't forget to drop a like. Like I said, I'm doing free mini readings for those that comment and subscribe. 9 of cups. Who's the partner that they're meant to have this child with? 8 of pentacles. Okay, so before I even pull the next card, the partner that you're destined to have this child with is going to be someone that brings ease into your life. Okay, they don't take from you. This is not going to be a partner that takes from you. 2 of swords. So I keep getting energy of having 2 different people. So you may have this child with someone, and then after that, you may have another child and it's with someone else. Okay, but I'm seeing that you're destined to have 2 different children, and it could be with 2 different people. Okay, it could end up being with a water sign or someone that you're already dealing with right now. I'm getting that. So if you know you're already dealing with someone that has the potential of being a great father, a great mother, that's who this person is. Okay, that's what I'm getting most of all. But the partner that you're going to end up with this child, they're going to make life easy for you. This is someone that's going to help you with structure in your adult life. This is someone that's going to help you with balance. This is someone that also, they may not talk much. Okay, so you're probably going to need that type of dynamic in your home because your child's going to talk your ear off. And if you're a talker, y'all both gonna be talking, okay? And the dad need to be, I feel like the daddy's gonna be like, y'all talking too damn much. I just had a 8-hour shift, 12-hour shift, and I don't want to hear that shit. It's something like that. But I do feel like your partner is going to bring ease into your life, structure back into your life if you didn't have it as a child. They're also going to stress the importance of being present in this child's life. So this isn't going to be a person that is going to be in and out, okay? Unless they have a job that makes them travel, which for some of y'all, you will have someone that travels a lot for work. But most of all, I see someone that is going to be very emotionally present, okay? This is a child this child needs a parent that is going to be emotionally present, okay, especially if you can't be that all the time. And that's normal, okay? Not everybody is Dr. Phil, okay, as a parent, okay? Sometimes you'll be the fun parent, sometimes you'll be the disciplinarian. So the father here, or the partner that you're going to deal with, like I said, I do see someone that's going to help you with the fertility process. So I see someone that is going to help you recognize, okay, this is the time that we need to do it, or they may help you recognize, oh, we need to go to the doctor to check this out. This is someone that is very open with trying to help you, okay, this partner. This partner, like I said, you guys may also work together, okay, or you have similar jobs. They may work from home for some of y'all, okay? I do see someone that they have a duality as well to them, where they could work from home and be successful. They could be out networking and be successful. I see both, okay? This partner that you're going to be with, I do see a child coming into the relationship, and it's going to make it flow even more. So this partner that you're going to be with, again, I feel like they're going to help you with duties. They're the type of person that's going to have no problem telling you yes, no, maybe. They're going to keep things in order though. Okay, so structure is very important to them, and it's going to be really important for your child. Okay, so that's what I'm getting, y'all, okay, about your partner, about this future child. You got a handful coming, okay? So if you're wanting that, comment below, say, yes, I want this child. Yes, this is the lifestyle that I want, whatever, because it's going to be everything that you dreamed of, okay? Yes, parenting comes with challenges, which is what I'm learning, okay, before I bring in my child, what type of parenting, style I'm going to have, okay? This will be my first. So for some of y'all, it's going to be your first as well. For some of y'all, it may not. Either way it goes, I see that it brings in a lot of blessings, okay? Because it comes in understanding yourself, okay? I love y'all. Bye.